Today, a low-cost chain tool with a twist. Hi, I'm John and welcome to Cycling on a Shoestring. Thank you very much for being part of this channel, and thank you to all the 1,300 subscribers here. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, but watch to the end because I'm going to give you some information today that may be helpful if you're looking for a new tool, and maybe a chain tool, an absolute necessity if you want to do a bit of maintenance on your bike. I just changed out a chain on one of my bikes recently, and I'll show you the chain tool I used to do that job. But I got an email from the company Oumers, O-U-M-E-R-S, and they asked me if I would review this chain tool. It cost $12.99, which is a great price if you're looking for a chain tool. As a matter of fact, this is the one I've had for a long time. I bought this decades ago now, I think. This is a Park Tool CT3. I don't even think they make this anymore. Up to a 10-speed chain. This will do an 11-speed chain. But this one, if you wanted to get an equivalent online right now, or look quickly, the 3.3, CT 3.3 from Park Tool is $69.99. So this is a great step down when it comes to price, but will it do the job when it comes to, breaking a chain if you're doing maintenance on your bicycle? Let's change the camera angle and we'll take a look. So here's a close-up look at the tool. A little bit of branding on here, Oumers on the end, good solid handle on it. A little softer rubber up here on the twisty part so you can take the pin out of your chain, and pretty heavy as you would expect when it comes to a chain tool. It's metal pushing metal. This does have a little bit of a secret as well. In the end here, you can hear it. We'll pull this out. And it's got an additional pin for pushing out the pin in your chain, and one of those little chain hooks on here, which really come in handy if you've ever changed a chain on your bike before. You know what it's like when you try to get the chain together, but your derailleur keeps pulling it apart. That comes in handy to hold it. So it really is a nice little addition there. Now, let's take a look at the tool itself. And as I mentioned right off the top of this video, this is a chain tool with a bit of a twist, and it's right here at the top, okay? You've got this twisty part in the end here. So what you do is, and I've got a couple of different chains here. This is a 7-speed chain. It works on here. As I mentioned, this will do up to an 11-speed chain. This is a 10-speed chain. So what you do is you put your chain in there, and then you tighten this up against the outside plate of your chain, so it holds it in there like that, and then you turn this and you can push the pin out. Let's see if it'll work. Always takes a second to break, and we'll push it through, and we'll take it out. Then you release this on this side again, and then you see that the pin has been pushed out, and we'll move it into the camera so you can see it, right? So you've pushed it out, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around because you're going to want to push pins in on some of your chains as well. So what you do is you tighten it up again on this side, up against the plate out here, and then you turn this, and we'll see if we can push the pin back in. And okay, so that's good enough right there. Then release this again on this side, and the pin is back in. Okay, so it seemed to work just fine. So the chain tool works just fine. Again, up to an 11-speed chain. Now, I do have a bit of a concern with this tool. I wanted to move the camera because I wanted to show you the issue I've got with this tool. Now, watch closely the pin as I twist this in. Watch it very closely. Maybe you can see there how that pin is not in straight as I put it in. See that? Now the bigger issue here is what you see here. Let me just use my knife. I don't know if you can see this, but right here, this little black line, there's actually two of them there now. I thought that maybe was grease from when I pushed that pin in to push the pin out of the chain. Maybe some grease came off and it left those lines there, but that's not what that is. That's metal, okay? And what's happened is, as this went through the chain, it peeled metal off of this pin, and it's pushed it back and left it right there. Which really concerns me when it comes to the chain itself. If you've pushed metal off of this, have you damaged your chain? Because every chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Last thing you want to be doing is riding up a mountain, you're pushing hard and your chain breaks. Chains these days, I haven't broken one in years. I run Ultegra on my good bike. I've never break them anymore. I have broken them in the past, and that's a really bad feeling. You push down, and all of a sudden, you haven't got a chain there, and you can almost kill yourself or fall off your bike. But that is metal there, and that really concerns me about this. Now, I did use the other pin that came with it, this one right here, and this one seems to be straight, all right? But the one that came in the tool itself is not straight, and it did leave that metal there. So that does cause me a bit of concern when it comes to this $12.99 tool. My final thoughts on this chain tool from Oumers. Well, unfortunately, I can't recommend this tool. Great price, but because of the reason I showed you with that metal being shaved off there, that concerns me about what it may be doing to your chain. So I'd give a pass to this one and look elsewhere. You can always go to Park Tool because their tools never seem to fail. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up as well if you liked it. And if you see a little heart with a dollar sign in it, if you'd like to send a few bucks my way, I'll put it right back into the channel to give you more reviews just like this on cycling on a shoestring. See you next time.